To an episode of Master Duel with the Rika deck. I finally made it to gold. I was pretty much undefeated minus this one time against a Sky Striker deck. But it goes to show you, Rika's is not a competitive deck against any meta deck. You'll get wrecked, or just against any deck that has hand traps. To be honest, uh, surprisingly, I have like a 15 winning streak before I lost that game. So I actually haven't really lost. Well, technically, I ran 15 games without getting Ash Blossomed or max seeded. So that was pretty good. Anyways, I already. This is a awkward hand to open with because I already have the Gene Raider boss in hand. So I just used the feel. The feel would basically be a dead card in my hand, so I might as well use it. So we summon three fairies out. Unfortunately, I get the Lone Blossom Bloom to Lone Fire Blossom too late. So it's gonna be a Teardrop plus a Gene Raider boss right here. And we'll call it at that. And we hope our opponent doesn't have any good starters. Pot of Duality comes out. It's Avarice. I think Solemn Judgment. Takes the Solemn Judgment. I have no idea what my opponent's playing. Throws out an Inspector Border. I was like, okay. I don't know if that's your opener, but I'm popping it. So I just popped it. We summoned back the Petal that we just discarded. And we get the Lone Fire Blossom. This is basically an OTK here. Because if he doesn't react, I'm going to summon Borderlo Savage Dragon. I think what's going on is the card he's holding, that face down card, is Solemn Judgment. So either I'm going to summon Borderlo Savage Dragon and he's going to Solemn Judgment it and then I kill him. Or I'm going to eventually summon enough stuff that he's going to basically just die to face. So my opponent surrenders there. I think he just didn't really want to watch the rest of the combo because it's like a 3-minute combo. Meanwhile, my freaking Max Seed keeps prompting me to activate Max Seed, so that's kind of annoying. Anyways, this opening hand is actually pretty good because Lone Fire Blossom can pull me into going for the Primula here. Lone Fire Blossom can get me the Aroma Seraph Jasmine. So Jasmine comes out. We're gonna pop Primula here for the Lone Fire Blossom, and I totally forgot that I already popped somebody. So here I thought I was actually able to. So that was a misplay, popping Lone Fire for Spore. I should have popped Lone Fire for Scorpio, so I can go into what's his face? So I can go into Borderlo Savage Dragon. But anyways, huge misplay right there. So I had to save it by summoning Mudan and then using Mudan to get the Rika magic card. And hopefully I can get something off of the Rika magic card. Anyways, bring him back, and then we go into Appaloosa. That turns out to probably be my best play because I couldn't play the Rika Glamour either because I used it earlier in the turn. So my opponent's facing down Appaloosa, and I have Max Seed in hand, which is okay. When my opponent played 3 hearts face down, I legit thought that was Outlich. And then I saw X Dragon Head, and it's just kind of okay. I don't think he's running any kind of meta deck, so I should be able to win here. Turns out my opponent's freaking playing Exodia, and that was really, really bad. Anyways, it turned out he's playing Exodia, and it was a huge pain in the ass getting through the Obliterate. So here comes Rika, Teardrop Rika. I wanted to summon Borderlo Savage Dragon, but I just did not have the resources to summon him. Which the resources would be a level 3 non-tuner monster. Anyways, we're gonna go for face here. He activates the Obliterate, and I lose the Teardrop. I hit him with the Appaloosa. He skips his turn, basically, and then pops my Appaloosa with the Obliterate as well. Which at this point is super annoying for me, right? Because I know he's got three other Exodia pieces. Luckily, I have Petal in the graveyard, and I can keep floating into Petal. Otherwise, I'd be screwed. Anyways, the Lone Fire Blossom comes out here. Tribute. I tributed that card so I can get the Orphis Scorpio combo running without actually So with the Obliterate and his two other face down cards, it's a baiting game. So that's why I tributed the Petals, and I didn't use Petals' ability. If I use Petals' ability, I can't get Borlo Savage Dragon. So I tributed Petals, got the Orphis got the Protoplant Orphis and Cobra combo coming out, and then he didn't banish any of them. So out comes Cross Sheep. I can go into Borlo Savage Dragon, but I'm worried that he might banish my tuner, or I'm afraid that he'll bounce my tuner. So I went into Cross Sheep. If he bounced my tuner, I would still get a monster out of that. So I left it alone. So it was a good thing that he bounced Cross Sheep. So I got Borlo Savage Dragon here. I was hoping I can equip Appaloosa, but apparently I can't, because Appaloosa has no attack. So I can only equip her, and I'm going to punch him in the face. Awkwardly, here comes the Dust Tornado. I wanted to keep the 900 attack, so I left it. Also, I didn't want him to start another trap. So went for face here. Wouldn't have made a difference, because he had another really random magic card there. I got very lucky that my opponent here isn't playing any kind of crazy meta deck. It's got some wonky Exodia Obliterate combo going on here, which actually is a huge pain in the ass to deal with. On the other hand, so is Borlo Savage Dragon, because he just ate a Ground Smash into a Raigeki. Summon Petal there, he didn't bounce the Petal, which realistically the card he really should bounce is the Petal. So at this point, he's got 1,400 life points, and it's a matter of how do I use these cards to get over the Obliterate so I can punch him in the face. Mudan comes out. I was hoping I can get... we got the Glamour. I accidentally hit Tribute there. I shouldn't have hit Tribute there. And the other thing is, when I summoned Mudan, it prompted me if I wanted to use Rose Girl or Primula's ability to special summon themselves. I clicked no, which was a huge misplay. So now I gotta figure something else out. So I tributed her with the Glamour to see if I can proc Primula or Rose Girl's effects. Turns out I can only bring out one of them, which I do. But I still have my normal summon, so I'm summoning Carrot Top. And the reason I didn't attack with Carrot Top right there is if I attacked with the Carrot, he can Obliterate and kick and bounce the Carrot. So I didn't let him bounce the Carrot. So I went into Sterna. Sterna will drop a material, which will be the Carrot Top. Or Sterna will get kicked back, which will be Carrot. And then basically I use Carrot's ability to special summon from the grave. And that's how I got over the Obliterate. But damn, that was a pain in the ass. And that was GG. So I had to play a lot of psychological, I wouldn't say it's big brain, it's more like psychological BS to counter my opponent there. I believe this is the game I lose against Sky Striker. I have a decent opening hand with Primula and Lone Fire Blossom. So I go for basically full combo here. And I get the max. I get max seated. That's the one time I get max seated, and Ash Blossom comes out. Luckily, I had the Ash Blossom, so I basically get full combo here. Oh wait, this might actually be the. Yeah, no. This should be the Ash. This should be the Sky Striker deck. Get the full Borlo Savage Dragon combo here with the Cross Sheep. I probably should have bought back in hindsight, I probably should have bought back what's her face? Damn it. Ash Blossom. So I can go into Helka Fibrax. But I didn't go into Helka Fibrax, so there we go. I don't think it would have mattered if I went to Helka Fibrax. It might have, because it's Sky Striker. Helka Fibrax would help blow up some of these spells. Anyways, if my equipped monster gets blown up, I believe I lose the attack bonus. But I should still have my negate ability. I guess if my card gets detached, I lose my negate as well. So, Portal Savage Dragon is just a beat stick now. And he blows up and gets the freaking engage. And look at this, it's Eldritch Sky Striker, which is interesting. But anyways, he gets the Ray off the engage. Basically get full combo here. I didn't notice that he used Pot of Desires, but yeah, if I had the Helka Fibrax, he wouldn't be able to do that. If he attacked me, I would actually, if I think if I had the Helka Fibrax, I would have won, because when he summoned Airspace, I could have popped the Airspace, or I could have popped the face down card by going into Wondrous Magician of Wonder, and then in which case they would have no hand, and I would have they would have no hand. I would have 1900 plus 3900, and then whatever card I draw next, which is Pot of Prosperity here, I would be able to hit him in the face and kill him. So yeah, actually, huge misplay on my part. If I summoned the if I summoned the Ash Blossom off the Cross Sheep, I actually would win. But at this point, it's basically over for me, because I've lost the card advantage game, and my opponent basically just finishes this off. He goes for the Helka Fibrax into Access Cold Talker line, and that's kind of when I gave up. So yeah. Misplay there. Turns out I should have summoned. In hindsight, if I summoned Helka Fibrax, I can pop one magic card, and I didn't think that popping one magic card would be that crucial, but apparently it is. And that ended my 15 winning streak. Anyways, it is what it is. So we try to get we got all 4 of the Rika cards here. And basically, we go into the full Rika combo here. Mudan comes out, we get another Glamour. And Primula comes out. So basically, all four Rika effect monsters just came out. And then we're gonna synchro, and then we're gonna exceed into Teardrop. This one is actually okay. It's Invoke Dogmatica. So instead of normal summoning Alistair, he he just invokes it right off his hand. And here's the head games here, right? He summons Makaba. I know he didn't. He summons Makaba. I know he has Alistair in the grave right now. So this would be the optimal time to tribute my card. Use the tribute effect to kill him. But I suspected that he had another monster in his hand, so I didn't do that. And then he summons Fertilise, which, okay, he summons Fertilise, and then he uses the Dear Servant, and I'm like, okay, now you definitely do not have a third monster in your hand. So, bam, Makaba goes out, Ecclesia comes out, and now my now my Teardrop's attack is going to be the same as Fertilise when he powers up. So we should be okay. But he pops me with the Elder Entity Natis while summoning Ecclesia. And I take some damage to the face, which is fine. That's Dogmatica Punishment. He searched it out with Ecclesia. I get the Lone Fire here. So basically, I can go into a full combo here. And there's a Raigeki. So Raigeki goes out. He has Dogmatica Punishment, so it's just a matter of like who he's gonna pop. But it seems like my opponent connection failed right there, and I got the win there. But I have full combo, so Dogmatica Punishment would be a slight interruption on one of my attacks, and then he wouldn't be able to special summon out of his deck next turn, out of his extra deck next turn, so he would have been screwed. So what happened there was I got the I basically got lucky with the Raigeki. I would have been I would be able to OTK him either way, since I got the Lone Fire Blossom, but it could have played out differently. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the actual rest of that because my opponent DC'd or surrendered, whichever. Okay, so similar to the previous game, I got the full 4 Rika card combo here. And then we end on the same board as we did a moment ago. Unfortunately, I didn't put the trap card. I should have placed the trap card down. Anyways, doesn't matter. We end on a Teardrop Rika, so 1 interruption that I have to play slowly on how to counter it. My opponent plays a Priest Risk map, and I'm like, at this point, I read the card, and it's like, okay, you get a 0 effect monster, and you lose half your life points. I'm like, okay, fine. In which case, I'm holding 4,000 damage right here. So he summons the library, and I just pop the library. At this point, I know it's Exodia, so I pop that, and then the Ash Blossom comes in very handy for Exodia. Got another Magic Hammer, so he's gonna mulligan again for 3 more cards. And at this point, it depends on what you get, because I already got 4,000 damage on hand. So we fought against Exodia, and that was our last silver game, and now we're in gold. Realistically, I don't think Rikas will make it past gold 3 or 2 or 3, because that's when people start having hand traps. I'm surprised I haven't seen too many people with hand traps, to be honest. It's already the 3rd season. I figured more and more people would have hand traps. Anyways, I realistically don't think Rikas will make it past gold 3 or gold 2, but we'll see what happens. If Rikas makes it into plat 5, it would be kind of funny, but that would be about the extent, because plat 5 is basically purgatory. Unless you're playing a tier 0 deck and you're really, really good, you're not making it past plat 5. On the other hand, once you pass plat 5, you escape from Elo hell, and your games get a lot easier. Basically, took me about 5 days to get through plat 5 with my Tri-Brigade Zodiac deck until finally I broke through Plat 5. And then it took me about 3 hours after Plat 5 to win 10 in a row and get into Plat 1. Anyways, thank you guys all for watching. The Ultimate Chi signing out.